Hello my friends, welcome to Football Lessons. I am Local here to give you tips on how to improve your game. Before you start training, the first thing you need to figure out is what position you want to play. Depending on the position you play will determine the type of training that you need. Now also, your primary position will give you a gateway to your secondary position. Your secondary position you can play that either it's for fun or in case somebody in your team is injured and you need to play in that position. Now, I will take you to the board to show you what secondary position you may choose depending on the primary position that you pick, regardless whether it's a forward position, midfielding position, or defender position. Here's a good view of the playing field. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is the striker position, the 9. These players here have either 3 positions they can pick from on the top or 1 position from the middle. So I'll show you what these positions are. Now, striker top, mainly they play at the center of the field, right here at the top. But they also move depending on where the play is. So let's say that their teammate is right here with the ball. They'll make a run towards the wing right here, but always will stay in close to goal. So if you're a striker, you may be able to play a winger position based on the fact of how you move during the play. Now, another possible position is right here as a center attacking midfielder. Center attacking midfielder is always behind the forward. So let's say you make a pass to the forward. You can make a wall with the forward and always run forward. Take your shot at goal. Now let's talk about the midfielder position. In the midfield, you have pretty much 3 positions right here. Well, you have either the left wing, the middle, or the right wing. Thirdly, let's talk about the midfielders first. Midfielders, as per the say, they can play a bit more defensive or a bit offensive. Depending on your playing style, you can either choose to move right here from the midfield to a center attacking midfielder a bit up ahead, or you could choose to play a bit more defensive right here. Depending on your style, you could play as a defensive center midfielder, which will give you a gateway to play as a center back if your team needs. Now, for the wingers right here, depending on whether you're offensive, you can play as a left winger right here, left midfielder, or you could play as a left center midfielder. In some cases, some guys are able to play also as a left back. Now keep in mind that if you choose your secondary position to be a left back, then you're gonna have to do some extensive defensive training. You're pretty much the border here, close to goal, right next to the center back. So if you mess up right here, if you mess that defense, then this will give the opposing team better chance of scoring a goal. So be careful if you choose the left back as your secondary position. Now, wingers right here can either play the center as a left center midfielder, mainly because when you defend, when you come back from play, when you lose the ball, either the ball will be on this side of the field, or when an opposing player comes in, you always cut inside to try to block him, to give the team some time to get back into positioning. If you're more offensive, then you always cut inside. Now, the left winger striker always cuts inside or either cuts to the outside and crosses in the ball. If you cut inside, then that will also give you a gateway into playing as a striker. So you can either pick right here. Let's put up the positions again. So you can either play, if you're more offensive and you like cutting inside, you could play as a striker. As your second choice. Given the type of style you play. If you're more defensive, I recommend picking the left center midfielder position because there's no much danger in that position, but the left back is a really difficult position. You are the border towards goal, and if you mess up on that spot, then your team will have a lot of difficulties. Honestly, they won't blame you since your position right here, as I said, it will be the left midfielder. But if you pick this side right here, you have to pick the type of, you have to do rigorous training in defensive and offensive. Now, the same thing applies to the right wing position. Let's talk about our center backs now. Our center backs right here can choose either to play as center backs. Since they're already close to the border to goal, they can either choose to play as or right. Depending on where you play, you could choose to play either as a left back or a right back. So if you are a right center back, you could play as a right back, or the same thing applies to the left center backs. Now, if you have good vision and good dribbling, you may be able to pick playing as a center defensive midfielder. Depending on your playing style there, will determine whether you're able to play a bit more offensive right here as either a left center midfielder or right center midfielder. As I said, these are all the choices for my center backs right here. Depending on the type of play style that you pick will determine your secondary position and will give you a gateway into more opportunities on the field. Now, I'll be coming up with some sort of training methods to help you improve your game in the least amount of time possible. Depending on the position that you pick. Well, guys, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more new videos. And thank you for watching.